Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into a story that is honestly just as heartbreaking as it is completely baffling. We're going to meticulously piece together the tragic case of Tom and Jackie Hawks. This was a couple whose absolute dream life out on the ocean turned into a literal nightmare. It's one of those cases that really challenges our understanding of human greed and deception. So let's jump right in and uncover exactly where this mystery begins.
Our story actually kicks off with this deep, sinking feeling of unease. When Tom's brother, Jim Hawks, who happens to be a retired police chief, went down to Newport Beach to check on the couple's yacht, he didn't find them. What he found instead was a mess. Now, you might be thinking things like lines hanging over the edge, missing tarps, or dirty towels left out sound pretty mundane. But these details were actually glaring red sirens of danger. You see, Tom was incredibly meticulous. His yacht was always in pristine condition. So to Jim, this messy scene instantly signaled that something was terribly, terribly wrong.
Section 1. The Dream Retirement.
Now, to really wrap our heads around the gravity of this case, we got to look at their journey together. They met back in 1986 at a local chili cook-off. Tom was this ruggedly handsome father of 2 boys, and Jackie was just instantly captivated. After getting married in 1989, Jackie, who tragically couldn't have children of her own due to a horrific motorcycle accident in her past, poured her entire heart into being a mother to Tom's boys. They weren't wealthy people by any stretch. They lived super frugally, literally saving every possible penny, so that when the boys finally moved out in 2002, they could buy a modest yacht, which they named the Well-Deserved, and spend their days sailing the coasts of California and Mexico. But then, in 2004, everything changed. They found out they were going to be grandparents. Wanting to be closer to their new grandchild, they made the fateful decision to sell their beloved yacht. And that brings us to this staggering number, $500,000. That was the asking price for the Well-Deserved. For Tom and Jackie, this chunk of money represented their future home back on land, right near their grandchild. But tragically, for the perpetrators of this crime, this $500,000 was a lure. It was like a beacon that attracted sheer evil to a completely innocent, hardworking couple who were really just trying to enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Section 2. A suspicious disappearance.
Okay, so right when the sale of the yacht was supposedly finalized in mid-November, Tom and Jackie completely vanish. No calls to their sons, no updates, just total silence. Which leads investigators to this massive question. Did the Hawks simply take the cash and drive away to Mexico? Because that was the exact story being pushed by these supposed buyers of the yacht, a young guy named Skylar DeLeon and his wife, Jennifer. They claim they handed Tom and Jackie a suitcase stuffed with cash, watched them sign the paperwork, and literally saw them drive off to go buy a house down in Mexico. But as you can probably guess, the facts just refuse to align with that story. First off, that uncharacteristic silence. Tom and Jackie would never just cut off contact with their family, especially not with a grandchild on the way. Second, the money. Jim Hawks actually reached out to the woman who managed the couple's finances, and she confirmed there was absolutely no $500,000 deposit in any of their accounts. And third, a background check revealed that 25-year-old Skylar DeLeon wasn't just some eager young buyer. He was a convicted felon who had already served time for armed robbery. These huge red flags were what prompted Jim to officially report the couple missing.
Section 3. The investigation unfolds.
So, as the police jump into action, finding the actual truth turns into this incredibly frustrating process. The very first major false hope came when a detective peeked through the window of the Well-Deserved and spotted what looked exactly like a bloody handprint. The police end up swarming the yacht with a search warrant, really hoping for a breakthrough. But unfortunately, the quote-unquote blood turned out to be nothing more than common rust. There was absolutely nothing of significance found anywhere on the boat. Desperate for answers, the police bring Skylar in for questioning. And guys, Skylar delivers an absolutely wild story. First, he claims he had all this cash from being a child star extra on the TV show Power Rangers. But then, he actually confesses to a shocking series of events. He claims he had stolen the cash from a drug kingpin right before his previous stint in prison. He tells the police he was using this dirty money to buy the yacht in cash, planning to quickly flip it to launder the funds. The police were totally stunned. Skylar had just casually confessed to a massive money laundering scheme. But because he was being so quote-unquote cooperative regarding the missing persons case, they actually let him go. Skylar's elaborate fabrication successfully tricked the authorities and bought him some serious time.
Section 4. Breaking the alibi.
Well, the very first domino falls down in Mexico.
Remember, Skylar claimed Tom and Jackie drove their own SUV across the border, but when the police put out a public bulletin, locals in Mexico reported seeing the vehicle. When authorities actually raided the property, they didn't find the Hawks at all. They found a random man who said the car was simply given to him by his friend, Skylar de Leon. This physical evidence proved, without a doubt, that Skylar was in possession of the Hawks' vehicle long after he claimed they drove away in it.
Armed with Skylar's own recorded confession about the money laundering, police finally arrest him and raid his home. And man, the breakthroughs came in a rapid, undeniable succession. Police found the Hawks' personal laptops and video cameras sitting right inside Skylar's house, items they obviously never would have left behind. Next, they brought in the notary, Kathleen Harris, who finally cracked under pressure. She admitted she had never even met the Hawks. Skylar just paid her in cash to backdate the sale documents. Finally, police cornered Skylar's friend, Alonzo Mason, who was supposed to be a witness to the sale. Faced with his completely collapsing alibi, Alonzo confesses to everything in exchange for a reduced sentence.
Section 5. The horrific truth. Now, I do need to issue a pretty solemn warning here. The reality of what actually happened next is incredibly dark and disturbing.
It turns out, Skylar didn't act alone. He had recruited Alonzo and a gang member named John Kennedy under the guise of an assassination contract. But Tom, who was actually a former probation officer, was highly suspicious of these men when they showed up at the dock. He almost canceled the entire sea trial. But then, this sickeningly calculated ambush took place. Skylar's wife, Jennifer, intentionally arrived at the dock carrying her 1-year-old baby. She used her own child to manipulate Jackie's deep maternal instincts. And it worked. As soon as Jackie saw the baby, she melted. The tension vanished, Tom lowered his guard, and they agreed to take the men out on the water, sealing their fate.
Miles out into the open ocean, the three men violently overpower the couple, throwing them to the ground and handcuffing them. When Jackie was dragged down to the bedroom and thrown next to her captive husband, she delivered this utterly heartbreaking plea. "Why are you doing this to us? We just met your wife, I just held your baby." It perfectly captures the pure betrayal and the sheer innocence of the Hawks in the face of this absolute monstrosity.
The men dragged Tom and Jackie back up to the deck and forced them to sign over their boat and their bank accounts. But even in her darkest, most terrifying moment, Jackie Hawks showed this unbelievable presence of mind. She intentionally left the S off of her last name when sung in the documents. She knew they were going to die, and she planted that subtle misspelling as a permanent signal to the world that she had signed those papers under duress.
What happens next is just unimaginable. The men tie Tom and Jackie to a massive heavy anchor. And despite Tom's desperate attempts to fight back and protect his wife, they were just completely overpowered. Skylar hurled the anchor over the side of the boat. The heavy chain violently yanked Tom and Jackie right over the railing, pulling them fully conscious into the freezing water, dragging them 3,500 feet down to the absolute darkest depths of the ocean. And as they disappeared beneath the surface, Skylar de Leon literally leaned over the edge, cheered, and grinned like a child.
Section 6. The chilling aftermath.
As if the murder itself wasn't horrifying enough, what these perpetrators did immediately after really exposes this complete chilling void of empathy. When police recovered the Hawks' personal video camera from Skylar's house, they found something truly sickening. The tape initially showed this beautiful footage of Jackie happily filming the interior of their yacht, talking all about her excitement for their future grandchild. But suddenly, the footage cuts. It jumps abruptly to Skylar and Jennifer smiling and playing with their daughter at Thanksgiving dinner. Just days after violently murdering this lovely couple, Skylar and Jennifer had literally taped over the Hawks' joyful memories with their own. Ultimately, though, the justice system did catch up with them. Alonzo Mason, because his confession broke the case wide open, received a reduced sentence of 20 years. Jennifer de Leon, the architect of that sick baby trap, received life in prison without the possibility of parole. And both John Kennedy and Skylar de Leon were rightfully handed the death penalty for their totally heinous actions.
Which really leaves us with this final, lingering question to take away from this explainer. How do we even begin to reconcile such sheer, unadulterated evil with the beautiful, enduring love of Tom and Jackie Hawks? While Skylar and Jennifer represent the darkest depths of human greed, Tom and Jackie represent devotion, family, and the simple joy of a life well earned. Their tragic end doesn't erase the beautiful life they built, but it definitely stands as a haunting reminder of the darkness that can hide behind a seemingly innocent face. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer,
and I really hope this deep dive has given you a clearer understanding of the facts behind this unforgettable mystery.